In part 2 of our Georgian Bay camping trip, I enjoy a paddler's playground. I explore some narrow channels, and I show off my cooking skills.
Oh my god, that's hot.
Well, here we are on day 2. Beautiful campsite on Georgian Bay. My friend and I are taking some time to take in the scenery with the cameras. And we're near my old campsite. And we're very close to where I originally camped for my solo trip. This is indeed one of my favorite spots along this particular shoreline. We're only about an hour out of Chickenish Creek. So not a long paddle, which gives you more time on land to do the things you want to do. So I decided to set up my tent there on that rock, and it seemed like a good idea at the time, and it wasn't too bad, but the wind picked up and there's these little flappy vestibule things that comes with the tent as part of the fly, and they kind of were making a lot of noise last night in the breeze. It was, I don't know, maybe 10 and 12 mile an hour wind. It wasn't a big deal, but they sure make a lot of noise, and I tried to secure them as best I could with the zippers and the rocks and anything else I could find. But either I'm doing something terribly wrong with this, or that's just the way it is. And then you have this little pocket here. I have no idea what this is for. There's a lot of weird things going on here. I probably should have read the instructions a little bit better. Or should have read the instructions, period. Having burned everything we had collected yesterday, now is a good time to go look for some more firewood. Saw in hand, I eventually realized just staring at the water wasn't going to be very productive. With the work complete, it was time for some fun. 2 p.m. on day 2 of our trip. We're heading back first thing tomorrow morning. It looks like there's some winds and bad weather coming in, so we're going to get part of it, but probably not the worst of it if we get an early start. So that's the plan. So this is our last good chance probably of the entire year to explore a little bit of this beautiful area of Georgian Bay. I often describe this area as kind of like a playground for paddlers. It's just so many neat little places to venture in and out. For me, this is something that just never gets old. These rocks, so smooth. It's like they were sanded. So the only thing I'm carrying in this kayak right now is a little bit of camera equipment and myself. It's remarkable how much lighter it feels to paddle. But I almost prefer it to be kind of laden down because it just seems even more stable than it is in an empty condition. I believe I called this a labyrinth in a previous video. And it really is kind of fun. There's some dead ends and some interesting channels, and some will get you through and some won't. You kind of have to carefully pick your way, but that's part of the fun for me. My goal today was simple: circumnavigate this small island that is protected on 2 sides by several smaller islands and shoals. It's nice to have this place to ourselves. There's plenty of evidence to suggest a lot of people occupy these shores during the peak summer months. People can pitch a tent or a hammock now in just about any spot on the shoreline. There's just so much to explore and experience while you're out here. Like these glacial potholes, I think they're called. Cool. You see them in the rocks to our right. What a beautiful place. This isn't a good place to learn how to paddle, but if you've got some experience and your confidence in your canoe or your kayak, it's a great place to paddle. One thing that isn't always apparent from the camera footage is just how bluish-green the water can be in places. And if you're wondering what my friend was doing back at the campsite while I was out sightseeing, actually, he was working up a plan to do some sightseeing of his own through the lens of his camera. I think we're both in awe of this landscape of contrasts, just how hard and rugged it appears, yet how soft and delicate it can be. With my tour of the island complete, I head home. It's my turn to make dinner. On the menu tonight are pizzas, each half done to suit our own tastes.
Watch your fingers.
Yep.
Oh my god, it's hot. That's on low?
Yeah.
Oh, I left the pepperoni. Like that. That needs to be touching the bottom all the way.
Alrighty.
I hope you like it.
Guarantee I will.
Another perfect day in another perfect place. Sometimes I can't believe how lucky I am. But as the sun went down and tomorrow's weather forecast slowly crept into my thoughts, I started to wonder if maybe my luck was running out. What's that old saying about a red sky in the morning? Georgian Bay was telling us it was time to leave. So that's exactly what we did.
I think we're gonna get wet. C'est la vie.
That's it for this one. Thanks for watching.